joining me again. For those that are new to the channel, thank you for joining me for the first time. Just to let you know what we do on the channel, I make lots of different recipes. A lot of them are from my childhood, some of them are new recipes, and I show you my garden. I'm an avid gardener, so I have a lot of veggies in the garden and I like to bring those into the kitchen. Sometimes I'll concoct recipes myself, other times I'll follow tried and true recipes. But there's a big variety of things I do. I like to preserve the produce that I grow in the garden. So that could mean anything from making pickles, preserves, relishes, jams. Sometimes I freeze them. I'll make recipes from the produce and then freeze that recipe. So there's all different ways that I can preserve it. And I also have a dehydrator, so I do dehydrate a lot of the produce that I grow. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Today I am going to cook something for my son-in-law. He loves my lemon chicken. So I'm going to make lemon chicken for him and his family. And the recipe comes from a very old book. It comes from this book here, which is the Australian Women's Weekly Chinese Cooking Class Cookbook. This is about 40 years old, and why I like these, they had a series of these books. Why I like them is that you can see in the recipes that they actually go through it and they give you pictures of how to do things. So if you're doing something new, you've got a picture there to show you exactly how it's done. But by the magic of the internet, we can now put it on video and you can watch how it's done. So first thing we need to do is have a look at what ingredients we need. So let's get on to it. Right, here's the ingredients that we need for our recipe, which is lemon chicken. So there we've got chicken breast. There's 4 whole chicken breasts there. I've cut them so that they're half breasts, and then I've sliced those breasts in half so that they're just a little thinner, so that they're not so thick. In there we've got 6 shallots, or spring onions, depending on where you come from. They're called different things. They're just sliced finely. Then there's 4 egg whites. There's half a cup of corn flour, 3 tablespoons of water. And with the egg yolks, once you've separated them, what you can do, you can put your egg whites into a container, label it, and you can put them in the freezer if you're not going to be using them straight away. They'll keep for a few weeks in the freezer, and then when you have no use of them, just grab them from the freezer, defrost them, and you've got your egg whites ready to go. For the second part of the recipe, which is that first part is for the chicken, the second part is for the sauce. These are the ingredients for the sauce. So we've got chicken stock powder there. The recipe does call for 2 chicken stock cubes, but I've used powder, so I've used 2 teaspoons of powder. There's 2.5 tablespoons of corn flour. The recipe says 1 teaspoon of grated ginger, but I like ginger and so does Simon, so there's probably about 2 teaspoons of ginger there. 2 tablespoons of honey, 2.5 tablespoons of brown sugar, half a cup of lemon juice, and 1 3/4 cups of water, and that's for the sauce. Over the back there you can see that I have rice, because we will be serving this with rice. Just cook up whatever amount of rice you'd like to serve with this recipe. You can use long grain rice, it doesn't have to be long grain. You can use short grain, you can use any type of rice that you like. So that's just boiled rice that we'll serve this with. Now I'm also going to serve this with some vegetables, so I'm just going to pop out to the garden and pick some vegetables, see what we've got out there, and I'll take you along with me. As you can see, I do grow lots of things in pots and I do grow things in the ground. Now we're just at the end of winter, we're very early spring, so I haven't quite got the spring crops in yet, and we're still working on what we grew in winter. So we'll just see what we can find that would go nice with that recipe. Okay, we should have some carrots in here. I don't know how big they're going to be. Some of them look quite small. Oh, that's a very small one. looks like it's going to be baby carrots. That's a nice one. There we go, that should be enough carrots. So as I said, this is the last of the winter crop, so I'm just about to pull up the parsnips and we'll see how many we get there. Sorry, they're not parsnips, they're turnips. Turnips. There we go, some nice turnips. Here we have some sugar snap peas. I did pick a load of these yesterday, so we'll see how many we've got. We might have just enough. These have been terrific, and I love these because unlike normal peas, you don't have to shell them. So there's a lot of time saved, and they are very sweet and crunchy. Oh, they're hiding down inside there. Oh, these ones have been there for a while. I must have missed them yesterday. Okay. Let's put them in the little bag. Considering I only picked these yesterday, I've actually picked quite a few. So I either missed them, a lot of them yesterday, or they grow very, very quickly. Oh, another one there, I missed that. I missed you down there. There we go. There's a load of snow peas. Sorry, sugar snap peas. And the last thing we'll pick is some perpetual spinach. So I'll just harvest all this. The beauty of this is the more you harvest it, the more it grows. So you'll come and pick it, and you'll pick it almost bare. Within a few days, it's all back again and you've got another nice serving. I love growing this. You've always got something to eat. If you don't have much food in the house, I come out and I'll pick this or some silver beet or some chard. I'll steam it, poach some eggs, sit them on top of it, and there you have it. You've got a lovely quick meal. There you go. Lovely bunch of chard. Oh, we don't want that one. It's got holes in it. But the rest of it looks pretty good. Okay, so that's thickening up nicely there now. We'll just bring that to the boil. And once it's boiled for a few minutes, then that will be done. You can see how nice and thick it is. That's beautiful sauce for the chicken now. There we go. Just coming to the boil. Okay, now we're going to look after the chicken, but first my water for the rice has come to the boil at the back, so I'll just put the rice on to cook and then we'll get onto the chicken. You don't have to cook your rice like this. If you use a rice cooker, use that. Other people use a different method, the absorption method. But I cook my rice like I cook my pasta, in a big pot of boiling water. And it's what works for me. Okay, so now with the chicken. So what we need to do is firstly in this bowl, put the corn flour. Then we'll add salt and pepper. Now, I didn't say salt and pepper originally because the recipe doesn't have it listed there, but then in the instructions it says to put some salt and pepper in there. So just judge how much salt and pepper you'd like to add to that. And now I slowly have to mix in, we'll mix that up a little first. We slowly have to mix in the egg yolks. And the water. While I'm doing that, I do have a pan here with oil in it, so I'll put that onto heat. There we go. Right, that's all mixed. What you need to do is just to make sure that there's no lumps in there. That actually doesn't look enough for the chicken that I've got, so who knows, we may have to make up some more. Now, let me just refer to my recipe. Okay, so we just got to wait for that oil to heat up, and once it's heated up, we then dip the chicken into the batter and then deep fry it. So we'll come back when the oil's hot enough. Okay, that oil has heated up now, so what we'll do, we'll get our chicken and put it into our batter. We'll drain it and we'll lower it into the oil. Just go and wash my hands. I turned that over a little too soon. I should have left it to brown just a little longer, so I'll have to turn it back and do that side again. All the chicken's been cooked now and the vegetables have been steamed. So in here we have our sugar peas and our perpetual spinach, and then in the bottom we have our turnips and our carrots. So that's all done. Now we just have to serve it up. The chicken has now been sliced up and served. All we need to do now is to pour our sauce over it. Oh, that smells delicious. And then we can garnish it with our And there you have it, a lovely meal to share with the family of lemon chicken. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be notified whenever I put a new video up, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press on the bell, and that way you'll always be notified when a new video is available. Thanks for watching.